falls in life. We live and learn from our mistakes. The deepest cuts are healed by faith. Now I believe there comes a time when everything just falls in line. We live and learn from our mistakes. The deepest cuts are healed by faith. Now I believe there comes a time when everything just falls in line. We live and learn from our mistakes. The deepest cuts are healed by faith. Now I believe. Oh,
Who do you listen to? Where should you start? Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen to your heart.
Oh my God. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Judy, you have to unmute yourself. Hello, everybody. This is going to be such a fun, loving experience. Lori and David, Judy, you gotta unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Lori and David are true spirits and really deep part of the Language of Love family. We've known Lori for many, 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 many years. Michelangelo introduced us. And then she began a new road with David, and she's doing such wonderful things with her music and her jewelry. And the blessing is that we're connected and we're a part of their world. And thank you so much for being in our family, for being our family.
We're so happy to be a part of your family.
Definitely.
We love you. We love you.
We
love you too.
Yes.
We love you, Judy.
Yeah. And this is going to be such a fun show. I'm going to shut my, I'm going to put my thing on mute. I think I could put it on mute while Judy's reading.
I just need a copy sent to me. I don't have it.
Of what? The
one we're on now. No, what we're on now.
For this show.
For this show, yes.
I could just, you know what, Judy, I don't have a copy.
No. For what we're doing now with Lori and David.
You don't have the press?
No, I have the press.
Okay.
I need you to send me the video.
I put it on there. Refresh your page. Refresh your page. Yeah, we're having some technical, not difficulty, but technical added on adventures because Jim, our technical director, engineer, is actually in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for a month. So we keep Jim in our prayers. I spoke to him a few days ago and he was in the hospital and praying he's not in the hospital, but he really is an angel to us. So we have to keep Jim in our prayers. Judy, did you get it?
No.
All right, I'll do it again while you're reading your press.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lori has been a long-time family member of ReneMarie Language of Love Foundation, attended many live telethons, and supported the social media campaign Offsite introduced by Michelangelo. Lori will display her original dreamy jewelry that she has created and gifted toward the Tricky Tray fundraiser, and both Lori and David will entertain our audience with original songs they've written. Some of their original work was performed live on our telethons, and they've submitted many videos about their original songs with the 70s vibe ReneMarie favorite, Put Yourself There. 2023 by David Samuel Block and Lori Haber. All rights are reserved. Performed on July 8th, 2023 at Funky Hippie Chick Boutique. Video by Patty Patrice Greco Sunshine. Currently, both Lori and David are working on an original theme song for the 10th annual ReneMarie Language of Love anniversary celebration on November 3rd, 2024. Tune in and to listen to them on November 3rd as well as today. They will very much entertain you. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted to ask, David, you have your guitar, right?
I do, of course.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, just because I didn't.
Oh, we always come prepared.
Even though this is the jewelry studio, we have a guitar in here.
Jewelry, music, creativity, just it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So, Lori, you know, bring us. You know what? Start off with a song. Start off with a song.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get this show going.
All right. We love it.
You know what? I think we should do. Let me find. I just, you know, from the last segment that you did, she was talking about leaning in, and it was about really listening to your heart. And I thought that might be the perfect song to start out with.
Yeah.
But let me get the lyrics here.
Okay, take your time.
Here it is.
Hold on one sec. Oh, yes, this.
Okay. This is a fun show. No.
Mary, I love your studio.
Thank you. I'll take you on a tour in a minute.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
So I wrote this song.
Can you hear us okay?
Yep.
When the road you're on becomes a roller coaster ride, over every rise there's a steeper surprise. Everyone's offering conflicting advice, hollering, let go or hold on tight. Who do you listen to? Where should you start? Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen to your heart.
Oh my God, perfect.
A familiar refrain, words worth living by. Ideals are nothing less than ideas that won't die. They only matter if they ring true to you. Inner wisdom yields a valuable clue. Tune up every sensitive instrument you got. Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen to your heart. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. There's always some unsettling sense of circumstance. Why approach them like unexpected games of chance? Coordinary and in a private stance. Take control and fly by the seat of your pants. Don't step in and check in with your gut right from the start. Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen to your heart. Turn Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen with your heart. Turn down all the noise, lean in, listen with your heart.
That I can't. It cracks me up the way that things just flow from what Judy. You did such a great job. Like you had no idea. Like they would have a show, a song, "Lean In," that was just said on the last.
Right.
Well, of course, as soon as I heard that, I thought we have to. I almost said we should finish your last program with this.
Well, you should have. You should have. You know what I'll do when I sorry, I'm just getting comfortable. What I'll do is I'll add it to the show.
Okay.
All right. That's a great idea.
I can add. I can. You know, I'll just put it as a. You know,
that's
as an
a
addition.
great idea.
Yeah, when I'm doing it because it's incredible. It shows what we're saying is so true. You
and
know,
how things,
the spirits and just,
how things flow from the same spirit.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, perfect, yeah. Perfect saying. I have to learn how to talk like you guys. You know, like it's just incredible. I talk, but not in those.
No, come on now.
ReneMarie, you're perfect. You're perfect.
I'm perfect for me. You know,
hey. You're perfect for everybody.
That's right.
No. I'm perfect imperfect.
Listen, we love you and appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much. So, you know, I never really asked, how did you both connect? How did you both find each other?
We met through mutual friends.
We have a lot of our hippie friends.
A lot of friends.
And through Michael, well, Michael indirectly introduced me one year, I think it was in 2012, Michael and I went to Yasgur's road reunion.
Wow.
And wow. I met this woman she does jewelry.
Wow.
And we went into her booth. Her name is Sandra. And I became friends with her like automatically.
And of course, wow. Since I make jewelry, I had connected with these folks, you know, quite a while before then as well. And so we ended up on Facebook, we ended up connecting through, you know, seeing each other's responding to those people. But right. Then I started to see Lori's responses to things on Facebook, and I sent a friend request to her. But then I also saw that she was going through breast cancer. And I just reached out to her because I wanted to be there for her, you know, in case she needed support sweet. In any way. And I sent a message to her, and I just basically said, you know, if there's anything you need, or, you know, I'll be here in any way that you need. You know, we had no idea. How far
away did you live from each other?
At that time, she was in the Bronx, and I was in upstate New York. But, you know, I saw that she was saying things about Woodstock. And anyway, I thought maybe she was going to be living up in Woodstock. But I was just thinking if she needed support in any way, that I would be there to talk to her.
You know. Identify with the hippie?
Well, I was going to say, wait, before you do that, what did I say to you, Judy? The 70s. Like, I just get the vibes from both of you, which the 70s is my most favorite era.
I was a beatnik in the 60s.
Ooh.
I had long hair.
Almost the same thing, Judy.
And I used to talk like from in front and hey daddy-o and all that.
Oh my God, Maynard G. Krebs.
But I love that because I'm all about, I know, you know, all about the peace, hope, and love. You know, that's what we should all be about, you know.
Yeah, well, I grew up the youngest in a family of hippies. And I barely really made it into the hippie generation myself.
Yeah.
I mean, they all really went through all of that well before I did, so that when you know, it's like I come by it rightly because that was sort of what was around me all the time. To me, it was like in my DNA.
Right.
Me
but
too.
You know, and then Lori uprooted herself and she moved to New York State, which, and look at the prospering that you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Really,
it opened up, being with David opened up so many doors for me, because he was making jewelry, and I was like, well, you know, I can make earrings for your necklaces.
right.
And then I was like, well, I can make necklaces. I used to make jewelry long time ago. And then it just took off like crazy, you know?
Wow.
And then one day, when we were on our trip to, we were in Sandy Hook, New Jersey, and it was one really windy day that we experienced the birds like all over the place. They were zooming because the wind was bringing them up, and that I started writing a beautiful poem. And I said, hey, David, you think you could do something with this? And he wrote a song, and that's how we started.
Wow.
And I did want to tell you one other thing. One of the, I would say the premier thing that drew me to Lori, you know, that made me see who she was and made me want to be with her, was what I saw through her posts on Facebook. I could see the unconditional love that she was putting out. And I've always said, when people say, like, how, you know, like, what drew you together? I said, it was Lori's unconditional love that I recognized that made me want to be with her.
Wow. Wow. And it's
Very
funny
sweet.
because I'm working on, I said it in the last show, I don't know if you guys were watching it. I'm working on my show, not my Language of Love show. This is about this story. This show is about my upbringing, about my relationships, and about how I became who I am, and with God and all that stuff. And it's called Unconditional Love.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I had the unconditional love from my father. I had it from my grandmother. I'm blessed. I was blessed to have that, that stabilization in my life, and knowing that I had that allowed me to prosper and to really.
Oh, I totally relate to that, because my father, oops,
You're on.
sorry about that.
That's okay.
My father was, I don't know what happened to this picture. Hold
No,
on.
you're okay.
My father was he was totally unconditional love. And I am who I am because of my dad.
Yeah.
Because of the way he was, you know?
Yeah.
And so I definitely relate to that.
And you could see it again and again when somebody treats Lori badly. She doesn't, she may react for a little bit, but it doesn't take her long to forgive and change her way of seeing it and put out unconditional love, and it completely transforms it. It changes the whole picture. It's amazing. It's
Absolutely.
really amazing.
Absolutely.
I'll never forget when I had, I forget who I was telling this to the other day, but when at one point when I had left one job and I was looking for another job, and I finally got it, and I remember driving out of the location, and I called my father. I said, Daddy, I said, guess what? I got the job. He said, let me ask you something. He said, are you happy? Because that was the only thing he cared about, was that I was happy. He didn't care about anything else. And that's just unconditional love. As far
that
as
is unconditional love.
You know,
definitely. Definitely.
So bring us around your studio, Lori.
Yes, this is Lori. Take it away.
Dave.
Okay,
no, Lori.
Okay, so here is some of you. You've probably seen these necklaces. Let me see if I can get them. No.
And we said we're gonna do a sale. We're gonna do like
I'm definitely going to donate a couple of my necklaces to you.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we market it? Why don't you picked out some, and why don't we market it and sell it online while we're online? And that way
I have to make sure that those necklaces are still available.
Well, no, then you could send me other ones. But I'm saying,
I have so many necklaces.
We could pick some, and then a small portion come to the foundation, and then you can get the rest. I think it'll be a great sale for you.
Sure, definitely. So let me see. Can you see this?
Yes, I can
Okay,
see.
so here's a few of, and I'm sure you've seen these online. Actually, I wanted to show you this one. If I could get this down. Do you see that? No, hold on. This is difficult. Maybe if I make this bigger. Does it matter?
Then you'll be able to tell whether you're...
Okay. So here, this is David's.
Wait, bring it down. I made that one.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Beautiful. And so here is some of my, this is our studio.
And then this is my area over here.
Of course, he says mine, but...
Lori, do you make wind chimes?
No,
we just put
that's from Home Goods.
But this is all, I've been making jewelry for years, and these are all my supplies. But
who's that person? Wait, go back. Who's that person?
Which one?
That gentleman with the red hat and the red robe.
That's not a general. That is
gentleman.
That's a woman. She's. You want to tell her?
You go ahead.
No, you can. You do it. That's
ReneMarie.
Oh, she's a
guru.
A guru.
Yes.
And is she out of India?
She is, and she actually there's an ashram about 3 minutes away from here, and for 35 years I cleaned the temple there on every Sunday morning.
Wow, it's like Peace, Hope, and Eat, Pray, Love. That movie. Oh,
actually, that was the ashram that they were referring to. Totally.
Right. So okay, so it's the same type of prayer. Same type of vibe.
Yeah, and I still make wicks. I still make the wicks for the ashram, and I send them in by mail. Since the pandemic, I stopped going because I don't get into any tight spaces with people. We still socially distance and everything. Yeah. But I still make the wicks at home and send them in. So for the last 4 years, I've been sending in wicks that they use in things that they do there. So,
that's incredible.
Here, let me see if I can get up here.
But I should tell you, I don't.
We don't want to get her.
I'll make this very quick because I don't consider it to be mutually exclusive to any path at all. I consider all paths to be the same path to God.
Oh, me too. Me too. So I was born and raised a Catholic.
I'm going to put you back on the.
I mean, I think you already understand that, but I like to make that clear right away.
Yeah, and I do too because everybody knows that I was born and raised a Catholic, and that's my roots, and I'm never gonna shy away from it. However, I love all religions. I love all people. I love to experience different churches and different prayers and different. I just think we're all one. We're all one.
Exactly.
What's that song? One in the spirit, we are one in the Lord. We are one in the spirit, we are one in the Lord. And I pray that all unities may one day be restored, because they know we are people by our love. By our love, yes, they know we are people by our love. That's
beautiful. That's beautiful. And by the way, when I write songs about God, I never confine it. I always try to use words that do not confine it at all. Yes. I want to make sure that it doesn't cut anybody out. I want to make sure it includes everybody.
Yeah, I'll never forget. Someone went to Elvis when he was first starting, and they wanted him to do gospel. And he said he didn't want to do gospel because he wanted to reach those that didn't believe. He wanted to, because of his platform, he wanted to make sure he was touching those that didn't have faith. Because if you only sing gospel, that's the only venue that's going to listen to you. But he wanted to make sure that his network was bigger. So he did a remarkable job.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I know this should be about Lori, but I just want to briefly. No. I just want to mention that
about both of you.
It's about right.
I just want to mention that I don't practice anything or talk about anything that I don't experience.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't talk about it as being something that I simply have faith in, but I have to have experienced it. So through meditation, etc., because of the experiences I've had and because of the experiences Laurie has had, then because of our experiences, that's our grounding. And then I can go ahead and talk about it with great faith because I've already experienced things inside myself and that are at large. And then it's easy to share it because I know it at cellular level.
Your core.
Yeah, my core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I'm not guessing. It's not an educated guess. It's something I've experienced. So I don't have to worry about it. You know, it's like that when you've experienced something like you've experienced, what you've experienced is being brought back to life by God's grace. You know it. It's firm, you know?
And I always have to remember, because I had a conversation with them and he said, you just always have to remember you have to work for me. And like those, okay, and I said, just put me back down in my body. I just want to do I want to do what I got to do, whatever you say. So.
And you're doing it.
Oh, thank you, Judy.
Yeah.
I can never do without all of you. It's, I may be the connection, the channel, but I can never do without everyone that's in our family. You couldn't do it. So it's so true. So Laurie,
thank God for our open hearts. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. And it's hard to keep your heart open all the time, especially when you've been beaten down,
Yeah.
And I
absolutely
I have to work on that because I know Judy's not out in the work field anymore. And I know you both, you're on, you have your own circle, but I have to keep myself going, go out in the work field and be surrounded with people that, it's a different environment. It's not my own environment. Like this is my own environment, this network, this world, this language of love. It's my own world. And God, it's vibrant to me. It lifts me up. It gives me hope. It brings me joy, to bring hope to other people and to bring love and to spread love and to sing and all that kind of stuff. But it's hard to put my different hats on, to be authentic in both, especially when you get, ooh, Judy, what happened?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Is it okay now?
Yeah,
we're all here.
You do it, and you do it well.
Oh,
very well. Exceptionally well.
I do it well most of the time. I say most of the time. I think what I've learned from Dominic Cornelissa is when I know when I'm not in my game, and it's okay to take a step back and not engage and not have a conversation and not talk to people and not just to answer them, reply, and I say, get back to you. That's one of the gifts that he gave me, that I don't need to be on my game all the time. I just need to let people know.
I want you to know, Renee, that a number of years ago, I did talk to Dom on the phone, and I did tell him how well respected he is and how proud that you are to have him in your life.
I wouldn't be.
I
would
tried to get him to come on the show, but
I'm going to send him another video.
Yes, I hope and pray that he does do it in the future because I really would like to meet him.
You do stuff?
Yeah, because he has up a lot of people. So
I really have anything to do.
So let's sing another song.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
We'll do Heart Song.
On love.
Oh, we're gonna do. David wrote a song about, basically it's about us,
about
our stuff, our music.
Your what?
It's about our music and how we.
It's about music in general, but it's songs about it. It's called Heart's Song.
Okay.
So it's about that topic.
And then when you get done, we're going to talk about the song for the foundation. Go ahead.
Okay.
Here's a thought thought about where the songs we've all sung for so long got their start. Those songs began with a big bang when someone connected voice, breath, and heart. If only they had an inkling all along, the whole wide world would be singing their songs, awakening, feeling so strong, inspiring our own heart song. Do 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 do. We all mark the passing of sand through the glass with waves of our own design. And when our masterpiece is completely behind our own signature times, some of us may have an inkling all along, the whole wide world might end up singing our songs, awakening, feeling so strong, inspiring some kindred heart song. Passing down our songs generationally, might we attain some measure of immortality? If it calls to you, wonder what all of this songwriting stuff is about. You never know what song's locked inside of you, looking for an easy way out. Some of us may have an inkling all along, the whole wide world could be singing your song, awakening, feeling so strong, inspiring generations of songs. Do do. Do 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 do.
Woo! That's the flow that I want the foundation song to be. That's the flow. That's uplifting. That's happy. That's joyful. And you know what? Everybody can sing to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the response, the do 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 do. Right? That just like flowed in my head.
I woke up one morning at 6 in the morning and I picked up the guitar, and that do 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 was there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the truth is, like, I told Lori, we're gonna set up like a Zoom meeting offline, and I'll give you all the verbiage and all that kind of stuff. I have everything, like, you know, written already. You know, I just have to grab them and send them to you guys.
Good, you should, because I mean, we have your book.
Yeah.
So I've been going through your book and everything, and then
I read it. Yeah.
And David read the whole thing, and we were going to take a lot of stuff from the book and then what you offer us, and then we'll be able to put together.
But we'll see what happens.
Something really beautiful.
We'll see what inspiration brings to us.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll sing it with you guys.
Definitely. Of course, you have to.
Just so we could have the theme song for the show, and so it's good. It's good. I'm very excited. I can't wait. So
definitely.
David's you're guys are gonna get up tomorrow morning. We got it.
You know what? When it happens, it happens fast.
I never know how things are gonna happen, so I like to keep my mouth shut about that until it happens.
Yeah. Andrew is Andrew, Judy's husband. He sings he's an Elvis and
oh yeah, definitely.
And what I love about Andrew is he sings. You know, he doesn't try to impersonate Elvis. He does an impersonation kind of act, but he just sings from his heart and his soul, and he just loves to sing. He loves Elvis, you know, and it just really showcases who he is.
And by the way, when he retired, he told me every day was going to be Sunday. Every Sunday, you know, it's just free. And I said, I don't think so. And I got him involved in a number of service clubs. And I said, you're going to be Elvis because you sound so much like him and you know his whole life history. And he was saying, no, no, no. And I went around promoting him because I had tapes of him singing. And one woman said to me, I'm an Elvis. I love Elvis so much. Nobody compares. I have a whole drawer. She opened the drawer. She showed me a whole drawer of Elvis's. And she said, none of them sound like him. I said, give me 2 minutes and I'll show you. And I got him over there and she heard him sing. And she said, all right. And we went into the music room and she said, okay, now sing without the music, sing with the music, talk to me like you're Elvis. And she gave us so many gigs all over the island, which I don't advertise because I don't want everyone to know where it is. But because there's competition and I don't need them to know, but we do something that's totally different. And he's doing it now almost 20 years.
Wow. Wow. Incredible. So he's been retired for 20 years?
Yes, he has.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. What is that? What is that instrument that's in the corner back there? The other way, David.
Wait a minute.
It's like a violin, but it's a little bit bigger. A
ukulele? There's a mini bass.
A mini bass. Wow.
Yeah, it's an acoustic electric bass.
Wow.
Yeah, and Lori wants to learn how to play the bass, so I think that at some point she started working on it a little bit, and I think at some point she's going to be able to play the bass.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And then she also has a guitar in here, and I have a guitar in here, and she's learned a little bit, but she's got to work on it a little bit more. But
I'm looking forward to hearing her play the guitar.
I am looking forward to that too, but it's going to take a little while because she really spends a lot. She spends a lot of her time on the jewelry making, that's
therapeutic, though, right? Isn't it therapeutic?
Well, I think it may be therapeutic, but it's very painstaking. So sometimes actually it could be frustrating because you're working with such minuscule, things to have to string and everything. So
you have to have very good eyesight, Lori.
Oh, believe me, it's very. Well, I tell you what, my left hand shakes a lot.
Wow. So keeping everything
still. So I'm like, I have to concentrate so hard to get the wire into. So it takes a long time.
And she uses 300 magnifiers.
I have reading glasses that are 300. So it definitely helps bring everything larger to, while I'm doing jewelry.
So what is that piece of jewelry that's behind you on the wall with a note above it?
Oh, this is just like this. We didn't make this. I bought this.
That was something from Home Goods that she liked.
Yeah, we shop a lot at Home Goods.
I like Home Goods. They have unique stuff.
Yeah, we have. You should see. Come here. I want to show you.
Okay. And we want to see.
We have these gorgeous tables that, we love agates. So
what's agates? What's agates?
Agates are a form of sedimentary rock that.
Can you see it, Renee?
My God! Yes.
They're formed from glaciers putting tremendous, all the glaciers coming down and putting huge amounts of pressure. First, sediments are laid down by water, so the minerals are left behind as the water flows over stuff. And then all those sediments leave layers of things, and then the glaciers come along and put huge amounts of pressure on it, and it creates this incredibly hard rock. So they're really hard to break. They're not easy to break. Those geodes that you see, they don't break easily of agate.
Wow.
That's what this stuff is. These are cut into these pieces, but actual agates are very, very hard to break.
Wow. Wow. Now, do you guys when you're bringing in something, and I'm sure your jewelry as well. I have two questions. Do you like feel energies off of things?
Oh, well, I have stories to tell you about that. So much I keep wanting to bring this back to Lori so that she can tell you more about what she does here.
That's okay. Yes.
But I have to tell you that I have a knack for finding agates. I used to go up to Lake Superior, up in northern Michigan, and I would be drawn to agates. And I actually would sense an agate from a ways away, and I would know exactly where to go to find agates that were powerful. And I've actually been known to go into a store and say, or actually from driving along, I'd say, there's an agate in there that I'm supposed to find. And I would go into the store. The first time I'd walk around the whole store and not find it. Second time I'd go in, I wouldn't find it. The manager or the owner would say, wait a minute, this is your third time in the store. You should take your time and walk really slowly and look. And then I ended up finding this huge agate in there. Oh, that's what was drawing me here.
Oh my gosh.
And I had this experience so many times that now I trust it. I know that if I'm feeling like there's an agate, and Lori will tell you that when we went to Home Goods and I would say, there's something calling me here. Yeah. And inevitably she'd say, oh no, let's go. And I'd say, no, let me go walk. And then she'd find me over there, and I was by an agate table.
Yeah.
And that's something that I get from Lori's jewelry too. I don't never saw.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to tell you.
Your jewelry, I could feel that it has energies and it's got different perspectives, and it brings people different things that they need in their lives.
Hold on a second. You know that
well, this has tourmaline.
Yeah.
Tourmaline, yes, from Michael Evangel, Dr. Mike.
So this, I have many necklaces that are tourmaline, but this one this is clear quartz. Can you see it?
Yep. Yeah.
I'm trying to get it. Oh, there you go.
That's it.
So this is clear quartz. This is tourmaline, and all these little chunks. These are all tourmaline.
It's very protective related to negative energy. So it helps keep you free of negative energies.
And the necklace that David is wearing is
selenite, and then a lot of tourmaline.
And tourmaline throughout the whole necklace. Black
tourmaline.
Well, now, do you know Dr. Mike does tourmaline?
Yeah. Right? Yes. Right.
Why aren't you connected with Dr. Mike to sell tourmaline on his website?
I would like to. You have to get me his number.
I will do. Well, yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Because it'd be wonderful for you to sell your jewelry on his website, and he can make a portion of it, and it promotes you better, and you're just healing people.
I want to show you. I just bought this. This is a clear quartz infused tourmaline.
It's not in the picture, Lori.
There it is.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So this is clear quartz with infused tourmaline going through the whole thing. I have it all over.
How long does it take you to make a necklace?
Oh boy, it varies.
It could take a day. It could take an hour, or it could take 2 days.
Do you do so? You don't do it all at one time, or you?
It depends. It depends if there's a lot of little beads going in with it.
Take into consideration procuring all the different beads that you want to get.
Yeah, first, if I have an idea, I'll get a pendant, and then I'll buy the pendant, and then I have to get the beads to match. So that takes a little time. But we have so many beads.
I want to show you agate so you can get an idea.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Of what I'm talking about.
Yes.
This is an agate pendant, and for years, while I was working, I worked at Mid-Hudson Forensic Psych Center as a dietitian, registered dietitian, and I worked there for 27 and a quarter years. And while I was working, I was always procuring beads and making necklaces and selling necklaces.
Wow.
And so I have such a huge supply, and then Lori falls back on some of my stuff sometimes, and then she procures so much of her own stuff.
What's procures? What's that mean?
Gets a hold of. She finds and then gets a hold of.
And there's so many, I have so many places to go, so many different companies that I can go to find. Go ahead, Judy.
It's all made with love.
Yeah,
it is. It definitely is.
And that's the basis. That is the basis too.
And you know what, ReneMarie? I give a lot of my jewelry away. I don't always. It's not always just for sale. I like to be. I'm a giver, so I do like people to. I have a lot of friends. I mean, they all have, my stuff, my jewelry, my creations, and and that's part of who I am. So I enjoy giving.
Yeah.
And Lori's like me. She never wants to price anybody out.
Yeah.
When I was selling the jewelry, when I was working, I had a captive audience because, it was a locked place where with the family pain, the staff was always coming to me asking me to buy stuff. I kept the prices so low. I never really got back what I put into it, honestly, time-wise and, energy-wise and everything. I always like to keep my prices down. I never wanted to rip anybody off. I always wanted to make it accessible so people had, could afford it.
Well,
and Lori's like,
it's also about the healing that people get from it.
Definitely, because here's another one that I did. So this is these are crystals, and they're
Laura, you have to put in the photo. Put in the photo.
Oh, God, it's so hard. Go ahead. I'll let David do because I.
Okay, perfect.
So this is the crown chakra crystals. So I always almost everything I have.
Now the crown is your head.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
right.
So talk to us about the crown crystals.
Well, the Sahasrar is the crown chakra, and this is the high. We're actually
connected. That's how we're connected.
We're connected, and it's through the sun out to God, and it's so we actually we want to become united. Yoga is all about becoming united in the crown of the head.
Right.
That's where we want our energy to rise from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. Right. And that's why when you have spiritual experiences, what do you experience? You feel the energy rising from the base of the spine, and you feel feel all that energy coursing through your body, but you feel it rising up to the crown of your head.
Did you ever you saw a movie or you listen to a beautiful song, and all of a sudden you get this tingling feeling that's going right through your body,
and then it rises to the crown of your head.
Right, exactly.
And the whole point really is to become. You're going to end up becoming. I mean, we're all evolving constantly, and eventually the point is to become established. There's this unity that takes place with God at the crown of your head. It's the highest chakra. I've experienced it. I've seen it. There's this 1,000-petal lotus, this white lotus, that is facing down at the crown of your head, and it is one of the chakras, and it's this amazing energy center, and it's amazing. It's just loaded with light, white light, and that's where we're. It's like you become established in that, and you become one with God. That's our goal, kind of.
It's funny, but you guys have an aura. And I don't know if you're looking in the camera, but if you look above, you can see the lamp with the aura around it. And that's just a symbolization of the continuing aura that you guys have and that's shining down on you.
Thank you.
You're very well suited. You're both very well suited for each other. God put you together.
He definitely did. Definitely.
But you definitely can experience it, and also you can also experience right in the third eye. You can actually see inside yourself, and the whole thing exists inside yourself. it is such a great mystery. This universe is such an amazing mystery that the fact that we see it all outside and it's also completely inside. I mean, it's been said in various religions that the kingdom of God is within us, but you can actually see it. You can actually see that infinitely inside yourself. So you can experience it. I've actually seen this infinite, I've seen that infinitely inside myself. It's amazing. It's really quite amazing. It's real.
Yes, and that's wonderful that you guys are sharing and exuding that. They, like on the last show, you know, Patty Foster, when I look at photos online of her, she's just beaming. She's radiating, you know.
You know by looking at somebody that they have this amazing aura around them. It's undeniable. It is undeniable. And you can see it yourself. You can see it with your own eyes because the energy is so powerful.
By the way, in Christianity, they call it the firmament, and you can experience that inside yourself. You can actually see this blue light that is the firmament that is through everything. It's like, you know, when we say there's more to it all than meets the eye. Yeah, more than meets our two eyes. There's one eye, one all-seeing eye.
Yes. And what do they say? Walk by faith, not by sight, right?
Yeah.
You have to walk by faith, not by sight.
And that's what healed you.
Yes. Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. But even though I was connected and I had great faith, like I still needed to go through the difficult times, and I still needed to experience it. The people would think that, oh, she's connected, like everything will be fine in life. I don't think so. Like, you know, that doesn't stop you from going through the tragedies in your life and the hard times.
True.
It does not stop you. But we only have to hang on to our faith as we're going through it, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is light.
You know, I tell you what, I don't know if you know, but I just lost my sister.
Yes.
My sister just passed away.
Yep.
She had cancer. She had cancer for 25 years. And just recently, within the last month, it spread to her brain, and then that was it. And I have people who ask me, how do you keep the faith? How do you not, you know, blame God for all these things that happen in life? You know, even when I had breast cancer, everybody would say, you know, how are you so positive? How are you getting through this? And I was like, God.
Yeah.
I was so connected to God.
Yeah.
And my faith in God, I never once lost my faith in God.
No.
And I truly believe that one of the reasons why I was healed was because of my faith.
ReneMarie.
Faith heals. And it hurts when you lose people you love.
Yes.
You know, but you can't lose. It's the faith. You keep the faith going.
Yes. Because what else what are you going to hang on to?
Right. Exactly.
What are you going to hang on to?
You know, you hold dear all the beautiful memories. You keep all that those good feelings inside your heart. And that's what keeps you going. Yeah, you're sad. Yeah, you cry, you know, and stuff like that. But you still, you know, thank God every day, you know, for everything that you have.
Yeah, you got to be grateful. You got to be
ReneMarie, my mother, I was taken from my mother's arms when I was like an hour old. She had cancer. She died when I was a month old, but I never saw her again.
Oh my God.
After that, I lost my father when I was 16 and my sister when I was 17, and I lost so many people in my life at a young age. And I don't remember a time when I didn't feel God's presence. I do not remember a time when I didn't have when I wasn't praying to God and thinking of God. So I don't know how some people, they lose people in their lives, and they just become angry with the world and the universe, and they don't know, and they don't believe in God. I don't know how that happens, but for me, I never had a time in my life when I wasn't feeling close to God. It just, that was who I was. So
yeah, and we just have to be, you know, we just have to be the light for them until they get to that point.
Yeah.
You know, until they find it. Because
exactly.
you know, we can understand that there's a lot of people beaten down. There's a lot of people beaten down. There's a lot of negativity in the world. And people,
and if it's not their experience.
Yeah. I mean the experiences that some people have had, it just you can't help but understand that they don't have faith. But all we need to do is share with them a little bit of, you know,
exactly. Because first of all, you don't know how much you can help somebody to find that peace that they need within themselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you see somebody suffering, you can't say to them, oh, you know, you got to get over it and move on and they're in a better place and all that stuff that people say. You know, you have to show them, like, within yourself how you got through it.
Your own peace. But also, I'm a firm believer in, you know, the Michelangelo photo with God with the finger?
Yes,
yes. I'm a firm believer in the transfer of the spark. You know, I believe that it's not always about even what we say. I believe that really, if we, you know, we're singing, we're there, with our energy precedes us. And, you know, we're there doing spiritual practice, we're praying, we're putting out good energy into the world. I feel like just by our interacting with others, you never know in what way, when you say hi. I remember I was doing some shopping on Christmas Eve this past year, and I was like, all of a sudden, the spirit of Christmas overcame me. And I found myself just like I said, from the bottom of my spine to the crown of my head, I was on fire. And I had mask on, but I went around and I started saying Merry Christmas to everybody. Wow. And light was pouring through my eyes to everybody I saw. Yeah. And I just think there's a spark.
Definitely.
Yeah. And you have to be able to share that spark, and people have to be open to receive it, you know. So, you know, and there may be 1,000 people you may share with, 1 or 2, but that's the work.
But that's all you need, because then those 1 or 2 people can pass it on to another 1 or 2 people, and it just keeps going and going.
I just think it ripples.
It's like when you see people paying it forward.
Yeah,
you know, you do a good deed to somebody, and then they do a good deed.
I totally believe in the ripple effect. Totally.
Yeah, I totally agree. We've been on for an hour, believe it or not.
Wow, oh my God.
I know, because we could just chat and chat. I want you to sing one more song.
Okay, you got it.
Well, you know what? Let's close out, and then you guys could lead us out with song. How's that?
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Yep. So I can't believe it's been an hour. We've been talking like we're not even online, and we've been on Facebook Live for an hour. And we hope everybody enjoyed this show. What an incredible show Judy put together.
Definitely.
That she put together. Judy.
We so appreciate you, Judy.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
The work that she does is just intense and really spiritual. And we're so grateful for that. I can't even tell you how blessed we all feel to have experienced today on St. Patrick's Day, right? Everybody, the luck of the Irish, everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day, and we all feel it today, and we feel the spirit and the love that was poured out in the first show and second show. We hope that you feel it, and we hope you have a blessed day. And Judy, did you want to share anything before we let you?
Okay.
I just want to say how much I enjoyed Lori and David. Yeah. And their light shines through so brightly. God is blessing every moment of their existence together, and it's going to go on for many, many, many more long years.
Thank you.
Yes.
Next time you have us, make me stay out for a little while so Lori can just talk about her jewelry.
No, because
it's okay. That's all right.
No, you guys
I love when David talks.
Yes, you guys are one. You guys are one.
That's right.
You guys are one, and you can go off of each other.
But I want to hear more about her jewelry.
Well, that was the next thing I was going to say. The next show, we're going to pick 6 items, and we're going to showcase them, and we're going to sell them online. And we'll
Okay,
actually
great.
have Dr. Mike on the show, and maybe he could sell some of his, and we could do a little benefit show for our foundation.
That sounds like great.
Yeah.
Well, I want to donate them completely. I don't want anything from it. Everything that we sell goes straight to the foundation.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Great. So pick 6 or 8 items, and we'll definitely sell them. And they could go to the Facebook, to PayPal to pay, and we'll send them. We'll mail them to them. I'll create a Wofu account where they could send their address in, and it approves that they're sold it, and they'll get it in a few.
Beautiful.
So we'll definitely do that. So
I'll pick them out and send them to you.
Okay.
All right.
You
or
can send them.
I can send them. I can ship them out.
Yeah, because why should you have to ship them? Why should we have to ship them twice? We'll send you the address for them, and we'll make sure that you get the money that is paid for shipping. So you're not paying anything.
All right.
So thank you so much. I do want one to be emerald color, red.
Oh, I want that too.
Yes.
I need a necklace that's red.
For you personally?
Well, yeah.
For you, Judy, I'm going to make you a necklace.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right.
I can't find one that's red. Beautiful red.
I will make you a necklace, a beautiful necklace. Okay, Judy?
Yeah.
Okay. So
all right, honey.
We'll blow our kisses. Thank you to everybody for joining us today. Lori and David are going to lead us out in song. Thank you to Judy, Lori, David, and everybody that was on the show today. God bless you everybody. Have a wonderful, blessed St. Patrick's Day. Eat some corned beef and cabbage. Enjoy your life, and let's blow our kisses. 1, 2, 3. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the
Bye.
Let's go.
All right. One sec. Lori wants to put yourself there. Oh, wait a minute. We did put it towards the front.
Are you sure? Okay.
It's a spiritual thing.
I need to see the lyrics. I can't see the
lyrics. Rocking to the music, swaying to the beat. Dreams of ocean waves out of control. Seabirds and the medley of love songs dive and take flight. Echo in the longing of your soul. Put yourself there, your favorite memories are waiting in the wings. Though some are from a long time ago, your memories are yours to revisit. Any old time, just close your eyes and put yourself there. Breathing easy barefoot, walking on the beach. Salty sea breeze messing up your hair. And even in the blazing sun, your eyes are misting up. Tears mixed with a splash of ocean air. Put yourself there, your favorite memories are waiting in the wings. Though some are from a long time ago, your memories are yours to revisit. Any old time, just close your eyes and put yourself there. Herons, egrets, osprey, fishing before your eyes, fill you even as they fill themselves. Seagulls fly in tandem, seashells tumble in random, share their acrobatics with the world. Put yourself there, your favorite memories are waiting in the wings. Though some are from a long time ago, your memories are yours to revisit. Any old time, just close your eyes and put yourself there. Catching fiery sunsets, extinguished by the bay. Darkness comes and drags you off to bed. But when you close your eyes, they're in your sleeping head. You know you can replay it all again. Put yourself there, your favorite memories are waiting in the wings. Though some are from a long time ago, your memories are yours to revisit. Any old time, just close your eyes and put yourself there. Just close your eyes and put yourself there.
Thank you.
When the road you're on becomes a roller coaster ride, over every rise there's a steeper surprise. Everyone's offering conflicting advice, hollering, let go or hold on tight. Who do you listen to? Where should you start? Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen to your heart.
Oh my God, perfect.
A familiar refrain, words worth living by. Ideals are nothing less than ideas that won't die. They only matter if they ring true to you. Inner wisdom yields a valuable clue. Tune up every sensitive instrument you got. Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen to your heart. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. Under the noise, hear nature's voice. Bring it to balance, sound and silence. There's always some unsettling sets of circumstance. Why approach them like unexpected games of chance? Coordinary and enduring in private stance. Take control and fly by the seat of your pants. Don't step in and check in with your gut right from the start. Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen to your heart. Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen with your heart. Turn down all the noise, lean in and listen with your heart.